Welcome to Finding Percentages with help from King George. Now, many of you have probably heard about the British tax on tea that led to our American Revolution. But because tea is boring, I'm going to be using ice cream. So imagine you're running to your favorite ice cream store that you go to every single day after school, and you get the same ice cream that you get every single day. You hand the clerk their money, and you leave enjoying your ice cream. When suddenly the clerk tells you you need to stop and come back and hand him the rest of the money. Now, naturally this makes you a little confused because you get the same ice cream every day from the same store and you gave him the same amount of money. This is when the clerk allows you to know that your ice cream has been taxed. Now, naturally this makes you a little angry, a little upset, and a little confused. The British did this to many different things to the colonists, also including stamps and sugar, which eventually led to our revolution. Now, how much of a difference does tax really make? Were the colonists being dramatic, or is this something that actually affects how much you're paying? So this is where our percentages come in. To start setting up a percentage problem, you must set up a proportion. A proportion looks like this. A part over a whole equals a part over a whole. Now, to get your percentages, the whole is always 100%. This is to reflect the 100%. The part is always how much of that percent out of that 100. So for example, if we're trying to find out about how much a 6% tax will affect our purchase, the proportion should look as follows. The part over the whole is the 6% tax over the 100% whole. Now, finding out our tax on a specific item, you need to find the whole of the other side of the proportion. To find this, the total amount you're paying is the whole of the other side of the proportion. So for example, if you're buying a $10 item, your proportion should look like this. X over 10, the full amount, equals 6, the tax, over 100, the whole amount of percentage. So try it out. How much more did colonists actually have to spend on tea? Now these are both just supposed numbers. I'm not saying that they necessarily spent $50 a week or the tax was 20%, but this is just for an example. So step 1 is to identify your parts in whole. So say the colonists spent $50 on tea a week. Also suppose the tax on tea was equivalent to 20%. How much more money are the colonists spending per week on tea? So step 1, identify your parts and whole. So X is our part because we're not sure how much tax is going to be on the $50. 50 is our total amount. So that goes on the whole part of the first part of the proportion. 20 is our tax, which goes at the part of that second part of the proportion. 100 is the total percentage. Next you solve. 50 times 20 is that 1,000, and 100 times x is 100x. Dividing, you get 10, which shows that in this situation, British tax made tea go up $10. Now, I completely understand why the colonists were upset about having to spend so much on tea. Thank you.